Hey guys, Shio here, and with the new update we got the new access to the new raid Cactor, which is the new tier of raid as well, in tier 5, which is going to be a lot more difficult than tier 4, which is meant for 40k CP and up. So, here are some tips that I want to give off and some mechanics that I want to tell people about the raid. Now first off, when playing a support character in this raid, there's going to be different roles for support to DPS. Now, when playing a support or tagger in this raid, I highly recommend to play either Rockstar. When it comes down to supports, I should say, I highly recommend Rockstar or Crushed Pepper. You can still play Chamomile if you want, but expect to be yelled at quite a bit, because let's be honest, Crushed Pepper does a lot more better because of his damage, because he can clear out the minions that come out of the sides of the map into the ring. And let me touch further on that. Every 20 seconds, around 20 seconds I should say, 6 mobs will come out of each side of the ring. Well, 3 mobs on each side, I think. No, yeah, like around 3 mobs on each side, and they will then surround you in the ring. Now, when using Crushed Pepper and Rockstar, you want to be able to clear those minions out fast. Recommended one is Rockstar, and I'll show some clips on stream of what I do as a support. I pretty much fill up my tune gauge until it's max tune, and then I put down my ultimate. If you did not know, when you're max gauge with Rockstar and you put down his ultimate, you do around, say, 10 plus K in damage. Well, if you have him built right, you do around 14k plus in damage at this level and at this promotion level to the surrounding minions inside the circle of your buff. So pretty much you want to surround yourself in the minions and then put down your ultimate to quickly clear them out. Now with Crushed Pepper, what you want to do is you want to consistently bring up shields with Crushed Pepper so that your allies survive. Now if you have maxed out characters, you don't have to worry about these two characters. Like, you can just build your Rockstar with your 2 Dark Chocos and your Alchemist, but this is more towards players who do not have that and are running unmeta characters or non-maxed out characters, I should say. Now, with Chamomile, I don't recommend Chamomile because you're not going to be able to clear out the minions as a support with Chamomile. She just doesn't have the damage. Yes, she's good with healing, but if you have Crushed Pepper around 40k, please just use Crushed Pepper, with a Rockstar to be exact. Now, the reason why I say this is if you can find a group of friends to do this with, it'll make it a lot more easier, because I do not recommend doing this with randoms. It is too RNG based with randoms, because the whole thing is the DPSs want to be focusing the boss, not the minions, because you're going to be losing time. Now, when you're focusing the boss as a DPS, you want to continuously hit the boss as that DPS, because you only have, I think, 4 minutes of actual playtime before the raid ends and you lose the raid. And if you're not consistently doing damage and you're around 40k to 45k CC or CP, you're not going to be able to finish it in time if you're not continuously hitting the boss, because he has a lot more health now. He has a lot more health, he has a lot more defense, and I'll be bringing up clips from my stream here. Now, when playing this game mode, you want to, on the second phase where you have the Cactor and the shooter, you want to position yourself in the path of the shooter so that the Cactor will then swing into the shooter, or like follow into the shooter. I call him the shooter because he's pretty much shoots, but like you want to follow him into the shooter so that they knock out each other and into each other, and then they get dazed. This is great because then you have free time to do damage around 10 seconds of them just being stunned. Now, with the third phase, when doing damage around, I think, 80%, when you get down the boss to 80 or 70%, I think, he will then go into a position phase where cactuses will come out of the ground. If you did not know already, he will target one of the players. You want to position yourself in front or behind the cactus so that he knocks himself into the cactus, and in tier 5, you gotta do this 2 times before he gets stunned. This is really needed Really needed if you're below 50k combat power, not running the meta characters. Now, when understanding this raid, please be sure that supports aim the minions, while DPSs, they can somewhat aim the minions, but you want them to focus the boss. If you're going to be a support, say if you're going to be either a Rockstar support or a Crush Pepper support, you need to be focusing the minions mostly. You need to be doing the AoE with Rockstar and clearing out the minions and then going around your teammates and healing them. As well as positioning your buff to attack the minions, all of them, as well as position your buff to then allow your allies to use it on the boss. Same with Crush Pepper, you want to play Crush Pepper as the support intended. DPSs can somewhat aim for the minions, just don't go for the minions primarily, because they come out really fast the lower the health becomes. And if you don't do this, they will then not override you, but you will run out of time and not do enough damage to the boss. So I highly recommend this. Thank you guys so much for watching. These are the quick tips I wanted to give out for the boss. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Peace.